Well, every now and again in this game you get the dream gig come up, and I had exactly that when my mate James, who I've known for many years, who runs Cadence, came to me and said, "Laney, can you make me the ultimate carp rod?" And that was it. There was no for this money, for that money, for this market. It was a total free hand. So over the last 2.5 years, that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been working on these rods, I've been improving these rods, I've been changing details, the way the rings are, the seats, everything about them. But most importantly, I've been testing the blanks in every fishing situation I've been in. And I've caught some amazing carp, absolutely amazing carp in that time, all on these rods. I've used them on the Island Lake, which is a big boating lake where you're putting rigs out at extreme distance, either by boat or casting, but you're using large leads in very weedy conditions, so you need a lot of power to bring them back in, with or without fish. I've caught fish from there up to new personal best of 58 pound 12 ounces on these rods. I've used them over the road from that lake at K1, where it's a lot closer range fishing. I've done the whole autumn fishing with PVA bags with the 3¼ pound test curve, and caught a shed load of fish PVA bag fishing with those. I've used them under the rod tip, I've used them long casting on Raspberry 1, I've used them abroad, I've had countless large carp on them. I'm totally and utterly happy with every aspect of the finished rod. So the first job, obviously, was the carbon. You can put as many whistles and bells on a rod as you like, but if you haven't got quality carbon, it's never going to be a good carp rod, is it? So I sourced the best possible carbon I could, very high modulus, with a 1K wrap. They're beautiful. And the beauty of a decent carbon, a top quality carbon, is you end up with a very slim blank with the same amount of power as you'd get with a lesser carbon with a thick blank. So you end up with this beautiful streamlined thin blank, but they're very, very fast recovery, the tip speed, which gives you extra accuracy when you're casting. The quicker that rod comes back to straight, the better the accuracy long casting. Now, the guides I've used, this is a big deal for me. I use braid for 95% of my fishing. You need decent guides when you're using braid. You need decent guides for any carp rod. But these forward-facing Fuji K guides, in my opinion, are the best guides you can buy. The best guides that money can buy. They're totally anti-frap, and that's due to the shape of these back arms here, the back legs. Any coils that come off the reel on a normal guide, they can wrap round and you get what they call a frap, a tangle around the butt or around any of the eyes. Doesn't happen with these. They get shaped down and filtered through the eye, and the coils are broken down without you even knowing it's happened. To me, they're the ultimate carp fishing guides. Reel seats. Now with reel seats, obviously it's a functional piece of kit. I believe these are slightly more functional than a lot of them through the double locking screw at the back, so you never get any reel wobble. It doesn't work its way loose. Once they're cranked down, they're in place for good. But also with a reel seat, you want something that's nice to look at, don't you? The amount of time we sit behind our rods staring at them, you know, why not have a little bit of bling on there as well? So I went for the Alps reel seats. They're very comfortable, like I say, very functional, but I think they're rather sexy as well. So we've kept the range very concise. We've got 3 models, all 12 foot. We've got the 3.5 pound test curve model, which has got 50mm butt rings for your long distance casting, accurate long distance casting. We've got a 3.25, a 3.25, which has a 40mm butt ring for your intermediate work. I mean, it still casts a long way and it can handle PVA bags and, you know, 3.5 ounce leads. And we've also, for smaller pits and for lighter work, and just to get that little bit more feel, we have a 3 pound test curve, which also comes with a 40mm butt ring. So there's 3 in the range, 3.5, 3.25 and a 3. So when I set out on this journey, my remit was to make the ultimate carp rod. And I think that's exactly what I've done.